Hey all you lovelies, this is 5 With, where we give our thoughts in 5 minutes or less. I'm Anthony from Larry Tech Talk. So at this point in time, Season 6 of The Walking Dead has wrapped and Fear the Walking Dead is now running in its second season on AMC. And we're not going to talk about Fear the Walking Dead because I've never seen it and I don't really care. What I care about is The Walking Dead. So let's start with the Season 6 finale. It's disappointing. Like, it's cool that we finally see Negan, you know, the guy that they got to do it, the comedian, Thomas Wayne. He's awesome. He's a really good Negan. But most of the episode is just the gang driving and something happening between Carol and Morgan. I don't know, I don't care. They're driving around. Bob Giovanni.
Live from our studio in California, it's the Product King himself, Bob Giovanni. Hi, I'm Bob Giovanni. Boy, do I have something for you today.
Is stopping them from taking roads. He wants them to take a certain road. I spent the whole episode just like, okay, I like Bob Giovanni. I like seeing Bob Giovanni.
It crushes odor without mercy and releases the manly Old Spice scents you love.
Can we move on? Can we go? It's a 90-minute thing. Why is so little happening? Half of it was just setting up for other shit. So at the end of the finale, we meet Negan, and then Negan kills somebody. We don't know who, so everybody else is wondering, who died? Who did Negan kill? I'm just thinking about how The Walking Dead had potential to be a really good show, and it's maybe adequate is the word I would use. Before I started watching the show, I read quite a bit of the comics. Those were really good, and the show takes a lot of cues from the comics. Unlike the comics, there's plenty of episodes in the show that just don't go anywhere. Nothing happens, or so little happens that's frustrating that it couldn't be part of a bigger episode. And so I end up watching the show with anger in my heart. Now, that's not to say that the show doesn't have good episodes, because there are good episodes, but there's not enough good episodes. So the main reason that there's not enough good episodes is because there's too many episodes. Look at some of the great shows that are out right now, such as Game of Thrones, Better Call Saul. Now, in every episode of Game of Thrones, something happens. Maybe it's really huge. Maybe it's not quite so huge. But something always happens in Game of Thrones, every episode. And the same can be said for Better Call Saul. Now you might be wondering, Anthony, what do these shows have in common? How are these shows both consistently good in every episode? Because both shows have so far had only 10 episodes every season. This provides a constraint, and it forces the writers to actually write episodes. What? Writing as a job? They have to make a moving plot and they have to make it so that things are always happening. They don't have that freedom to just make episodes where nothing happens. Everything has to be something. And that's great. That's good for the show. Look at season 1 of The Walking Dead. Season 1 of The Walking Dead was, I believe, just a miniseries, and it only had 6 episodes. And if you look back on that, in every single episode, shit got done. Something always happened. Whether it was good, whether it was bad, whether you liked it, whether you didn't like it, something always happened because they had very few episodes to work with. And then season 2 bumped that number up to 13, which was okay. You should never go past 13 or 14 episodes in a season. If you have 13 or 14 episodes, this gives you enough room to develop characters, maybe have a little bit of downtime, a little bit of filler, while still pushing the plot, while still having stuff happen. If you look at a show like Breaking Bad or Sons of Anarchy, they both had generally 13 episodes per season. These shows were able to keep the story going while still kind of taking some time to play with the characters, but generally stuff was happening and it was interesting and it wasn't infuriating. At this point, Walking Dead has now 16 episodes per season. It's too much. There's only a handful of good episodes and everything else sucks. The show knows that it's getting boring, so once in a while they'll throw like a walker at you. That's their way of saying, hey, you're still watching, right? We promise something good will happen eventually. It's like a damn soap opera. Let me tell you something, AMC, it's not working. Having that many episodes is only okay for a show that does not have a continuing storyline. You got too much. You're biting off more than you can chew, guys. Thank you for listening to me rant, and I will see you next time. Hopefully. You're a busy person. I won't pressure you, but you should definitely tune in next time. See ya.